Hi there, this is Geo Thompson from Boston, Massachusetts. Uh, why do I choose to do what I do? Uh, I am currently 46. I've been in this job since I was 19, or this field of work. I chose to do what I do because I was the first kind of job I felt a real connection to. It's like a hands-on classroom environment, which was always appealing to me. The way I grew up learning in Montessori school. This is the closest environment I have found to the schools that I went to, where you're working on projects all day, you're working with your hands, and you're moving around. That's always the kind of work that appealed to me. Uh, what's my favorite part of it? Again, I like being on my feet. I like the sameness and the variation of service, that you have a semi-controlled environment in which a lot of factors can change, and being able to deal with that situation at full speed uh, is exciting and painstaking and horrible all at once. But uh, once you if you can get through those challenges, the most rewarding thing is seeing your team at the end of the day successful, having gone through battle and gone through it, and it becomes addictive. That victory that you've gone up against the biggest battle, you know, and come out the other side, and you got a few dollars in your pocket at the end of it. What's a common misconception people have about our jobs? I think the most common one people talk about is that guests will always think that, oh, you work in a restaurant, you must be so well fed, and you must love, all the drinks that you get to have. And uh, I would say yes and no. You never really get a time to sit down and enjoy those things. In some restaurants, certainly you get to have like a shift drink, or you get hooked up on your day off if you go in, but that's not really what it's all about. That's a nice reward at the end of a shift, or and you certainly don't want to go into your own workplace if you work full time, at least to enjoy those things. You want to be as far as possible from that place if you have the ability to do that. So uh, yeah, I would say, but you have those things around you, but they're not part of your experience at work, at least. Hardest lesson I've learned while working hospitality is that in alcohol service, you are in fact serving a poison. Alcohol is a poison that's a controlled substance, and I think uh, once you start looking at it that way, and that something in that bottle can really cause harm to a person, their work, their family life, then you start to really understand the responsibility you have to serve people properly and not overserve people. And if you are currently enjoying the beverage in places that allow you to drink at your work, or if you're sneaking drinks at work, uh, and you become too close to the zone that your guests are in, you cannot really be a responsible server because it really takes a watchful eye and all your senses enabled to properly work in this environment and make sure that people get home safe and that they're coming back the next day to see you, or the next year to see you. Best piece of advice I've ever received in hospitality is to, at least when it applies to my positions as a manager, is to never say you're sorry. Obviously, you want to address people's concerns and sympathize with people, but when it comes to your fiscal liability and your business liability, you only want to be sorry if it's absolutely your fault. There's no need to apologize if someone did something in your restaurant or had an experience in your restaurant that's not the direct result of one of your employees or yourself or your facilities. So just make sure that you are documenting things, that you are expressing concern, but never say you're sorry, because that could potentially lead to someone to take that and run with it towards liability. And I guess that's it. Thank you.